The back room of the theater smelled wrong the way old books smell after rain, paper sweating, dust rearranged by a breath without a source. Outside, the streetlights haloed the fog in cheap gold. Inside, the bulbs hummed in a pitch that slid down the spine. I learned early that the first tilt of discomfort is rarely about sight. It is the air angling, the silence catching an edge and refusing to lie flat. At first, the signs were theatrical. A chair angled toward an empty seat, a program opened mid-act with no fingerprints, audience coughs that arrived a heartbeat late. People laughed where the joke did not land and squinted at blank patches of script like men trying to reconcile the wrongness of a familiar face. I encouraged them, leaned into it, because nothing sharpens attention like cooperative unease. But anomalies multiplied. Shadows abandoned geometry, whispers threaded through plaster with accents none of us knew, and every watch in the room ticked 5 minutes slower than any watch outside. My reflection began to betray me. I caught myself rehearsing a line and watched a soft unraveling in the mirror, eyes that tracked an angle my neck had not, a mouth setting to speak words I had not chosen. Sleep devolved into a rehearsal of coiling patterns, nightmares with stage directions. People grew porous. They copied gestures a beat behind, laughter lagging as if delayed by an ocean. Paranoia is a craft. It teaches you to thin the world until the only thread left is the one you pull, and beneath that thread, something else breathed. One night I followed the sound to the cellar beneath the stage, where plaster had been scraped away into a veined map. My phone light spilled over shapes not quite architecture, ribs of geometry reverberating sound into wrong chords. The air tasted of iron and radio static. Then it unspooled, not with teeth, but with information. Faces leaked histories I had never known. Names folded into each other. Delayed laughter synchronized into a pattern resolving into a precisely wrong coordinate system. Logic frayed into an equation that suggested agency rather than beast. An intelligence modeling expectation and waiting for the margin to cough. I imagined confrontation as singular, bright, awful, decisive. Instead, it arrived as rearrangement. The entity did not march. It edited, like an understudy replacing a lead in the dark. Small corrections, half-tones swapped, a line excised, and the audience applauding the new cadence. The theater became a rehearsal space for perception itself, and my role eroded through tiny, unarguable alterations. I tried to tell them. Sometimes a face flickered with recognition, sometimes not. At the last rehearsal, the room fell silent, heads tilted inward, as if listening to a radio only some could hear. Then the lights steadied, the hum sank into resolute silence, and the programs closed of their own accord. Somewhere in the gutted map beneath, something paused its calculation. The applause never came, but the chairs had been set precisely for an audience that had already left, and I could not tell whether I had been actor or merely set, nor could they say if the pause was promise or parenthesis.